Hello everybody, Jester here and welcome back to another Elder Scrolls Online crafting tutorial. Today we're going to be focusing on provisioning, and now a lot of people, they don't really practice provisioning as much as they should, because let's take for example Consummate Honey Brittle, crafted by me, increases your max health, magicka and stamina by 257 points for 2 hours. That is a big improvement to your... that's a big buff. Right now, my main one is the Fortified Shank Potato Pie. That is because it's actually the best that I've got right now. But when I turn into my werewolf form, I usually go for the enriched beef sirloin, because that increases my max stamina as well. But this will be what I will use when I reach veteran rank 5. Anyway, as will be the custom, let us start off with the skill line. So here we go with the provisioning skill line. As you can see, it doesn't have like as much main perks as the blacksmithing quest line covered, but it does have more perks. And that is because obviously you've got two sort of different trees of provisioning. That is food and drink. So let's start from the top. The recipe quantity. Recipes come in 3 colours: green, blue and purple. Each of them represent a sort of difficulty or a level. What you need is to create a blue recipe, you will need recipe quantity 2. Because as you can see, this recipe quantity 3 allows the use of complex recipes, which are purple. And the other important perk you need is recipe improvement. That lets you make all of the different recipes, because if you have, say, the Consummate Honey Brittle recipe and you have all of the ingredients but you do not have the required recipe improvement, you will not be able to make it because you don't have the recipe improvement. And I'm actually going to go through the ones that I myself have chosen, because obviously I focused more on food rather than drink. Gourmand pretty much adds more time to the duration of your food. Chef, you get extra servings. This is really useful if you're low on supplies, because obviously some of the supplies like red wheat for my Fortified Shank Potato Pie, that red wheat is very rare. You can't buy it from grocery because it's classed as a flavouring. And next, of course, we've got the Hireling, which will find a lot of ingredients that can range from hops for drinks, it can go to salt and pepper, all of that sort of stuff. So those are the perks. So let's go ahead to finding your ingredients, shall we? So you can find your ingredients pretty much in any barrel. Any barrel, crate or backpack. For example, in this barrel you've got wine grapes, which is used for crafting beverages, and it tells you what it's used for crafting, so you don't end up getting mixed up. Drippings, food, and crystal berry, more beverages. So like I said, you can find them all in the word in backpacks, sacks, barrels, crates, pretty much and anywhere that's got an inventory space, pretty much. Sometimes not so much chests actually, but you find them in pretty much a lot of miscellaneous inventory spots. And like I said, some of them are more rare than others. For example, meats like shanks and beef, mud crab meat, they're a lot more common than the likes of salt, pepper, red wheat, a lot more common. So yeah, so if you want to be a provisioner and get these awesome buffs, just pretty much look in every single barrel, crate or sack you come across and grab what you can, because you will come across a lot of recipes, learn them all, and then obviously if you get as many recipes, as many ingredients as you can, you will end up being able to make a buttload of stuff that you're able to make, and that will give you more experience. And now we come to the main part. That is the crafting of your foods. Now, this is a lot simpler than blacksmithing. You've just got food and drink tabs. But now I've got no... I cannot make any drinks because I don't have the ingredients. But if I untick this, you can see that I've got a bunch of stuff. And the difference between food and drink is that drink focuses on recovery, and the food focuses on actually increasing your maximum cap. So what you do is you see your ingredients here. As you can see, I've only got 1 red wheat, whereas I've got 26 cake flour and 148 shanks. So right now I'm actually going to clear out a bit of inventory space. I do not need these. Then I never use drinks. So I'm just going to create this. Now see, I got 4 because I've got the chef recipe, so I get more. And the food is split into 3 different categories: grilled, which focuses on stamina; bread and pies, which focuses on health; and soup and stew, which focuses on magicka. Of course, you've got the stuff like the consummate honey brittle, which focuses on all of them, but it does count as a grilled food. And the same goes for the brews. You've got beer, which focuses on health recovery. You've got spirits, which focus on stamina recovery, and wine, which focuses on magicka recovery. So that is all of those, and obviously I'm not going to make this because I'm actually more interested in the health aspect of things, which is why I tend to go for the bread and pies stuff. But because I know that this has got a much better health upgrade than this one, but because it's also got magicka, I'm willing to live with it. So next we shall sort of explain what these things do. So your created food and drink will come under your consumables tab in your inventory, and you can assign them to a quick slot as well, which is what I've got here for when I run out, when I just log on. So as you can see, it tells you the description here, and pretty much it will appear in your active effects, and you can see how long you got. So as you can see, I've got less than 10 seconds left in this. So if I take one, that should, yep, it recharges it for 1 hour and 19 minutes. Very nice, if I do say so myself. And unfortunately, you cannot stack these effects. You can only have one food or drink effect at a time. So you can't have, so you can't eat a Shaken potato pie and then drink, say, a Berves lager, something like that. So you can't do that. And yeah, you can see consummate Berves lager recipe for sale. He'll probably sell that for about 50,000. Yes, because it's a veteran recipe. Pretty much all the veteran stuff goes for a very high price. Yeah, personally I don't really understand it, because you can obviously find the recipes in the world. But yeah, there are people who are willing to pay quite a lot of money for these recipes, and personally I don't actually blame them, because they are really good. So anyway, this has been it for my Elder Scrolls Online crafting tutorial for provisioning. If you have enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like down below and comment what you want, what Scrollline you want to see next, and if you are enjoying this. And don't forget to share the video with your friends and subscribe yourself to expand the circus. Excuse me, I hiccuped. And I will see you all in the next video. This is Jester, signing off.